Welcome into Studio B. You are now rocking with the best, Ro Parrish, and this is Playoff Central Live here with the Hall of Famer, two-time champ Isaiah Thomas, and the future head coach of fill in the blank for our NBA team, Earl Watson, is right here joining us. 2 point guards who know all about the game, and we just took a look at the Dallas Mavericks going up 1-0, stealing a game on the road against the LA Clippers. Luka Doncic with his third career playoff triple-double, finishing strong. Zeke, we talked about this in the pregame show, and this is something we talked about offline last season, and you knew looking at Luka and KP in particular that they don't match. The Clippers don't match up well, but they're more so not afraid of the Clippers. They're very, very dangerous.
Yeah, and what Luka and KP bring to the table, they bring their size, they bring their intellect, and then they bring their intensity and their concentration. So, they are better when you look at, the two players for the Clippers in terms of their athletes. You're talking about Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Well, from an athletic standpoint, Luka and KP are better athletes than George and Leonard. Now, you also look at George and Leonard and you say, okay, these are supposed to be your two defensive stoppers. But your two defensive stoppers, neither one of them is bigger than Luka or KP. So when I look at the Clippers, this is a very difficult matchup, as I said before, going against this Maverick team, because the Maverick they have the better athletes. They have really a well put together team because they know how to play together. I look at the Clippers and I say the Clippers have talent, but is it a team that truly fits? Do they parts fit together to make what we call a team, or they're a collection of just good basketball players? The Mavericks right now, they put together a collection of players that has become a good team. And don't underestimate what Brunson brings to that team from a leadership, coming together standpoint. You got Hardaway, you got Finney-Smith, all these pieces fit around Luka. When you look at George and you look at Leonard, I'm not sure if they got the right pieces around them to bring the best out of their team.
Interesting. You talk about Brunson, who came off the bench with 15, plenty of scoring for the Dallas Mavericks, 5 players in double figures. Earl, I'll bring it to you on this one. This obviously could be a one-game anomaly. We saw that the Clippers were spectacular shooting the 3-ball all season, excellent from the free throw line as well. They shoot 27% from the 3-point line, and they shoot 75% from the free throw line. Is it something to where maybe things go a little bit different and they hit shots, they win this game, or is it something else?
I think you can't panic, but you have to have a sense of urgency because Luka's out there. This is a good stat. Dallas assist to turnover, 22-5. They're not turning the ball over. Anytime a guy has a ball in his hands all the time like Luka and he's not turning it over and you're not disrupting his rhythm and he's young, he's still building confidence, he's going to grow game by game, you have a problem. Mm-hmm. He gets into that paint, he can score. He gets beyond the arc, he can go at his pace, and he sets you up with the hezzy is to read, the next dribble is to attack. Then when he attacks and he looks to pass, it's always weak side corner for corner 3. You cannot disrupt his rhythm. They don't know who can disrupt that rhythm. And I'm going to say he is the most skilled player in this series off the bounce.
Yeah.
And what I mean off the bounce is he can take 2 to 6 dribbles, 7 and 8, and be comfortable. Kawhi is 1-2 attack. 1-2 step back, jab, shot. It's a different type of rhythm. Neither team plays in transition.
Yep.
So it's going to be jab for jab, jab for jab. And the Clippers have to find a way to get out in transition, create turnovers, and get easier baskets.
And then when you come to double team Luka, right? Again, he's 6'10". So look, guys like us coming to double team him, he's doing this. Right? we're not a problem. And so when you come to double team him, you have to come double team him out on the perimeter with size. And if you don't double team him with size out on the perimeter, soon as he puts the ball behind the double team, now he's putting the ball in the hands of playmakers. And to Brunson, to Hardaway, to Finney-Smith, right in the middle of the floor, and they going 4-on-3, getting to the basket or kicking it for corner threes. They got a problem, the Clippers. They got to do something, about, I don't know what you're going to do with Luka, but you got to find something to do with him.
They might want to find something. He is the 9th player in NBA history to have multiple 30-point triple-doubles. And when you ball like that, you get the call after the game. The post-game walk-off, George Sedano, take it away with Luka.
Luka, the last time the Mavs won a game 1 in the playoffs was May 17, 2011.
Jim Owczarski?
Can't see them.
Yeah, that's, I guess to start with, just sort of the overtime and the end of the game there. How did you see that set up for Chris? You know, what were you looking at it, and how did you see that kind of unfold?
Chris play?
Yeah.
Great play. You know, great screen. Was able to get to a spot. Rise up, you know, and you know that's what he does. You know, and you know, having a guy like Chris, you know, with the ball down the stretch, you know what's going to come. You know you're going to get to a spot, try to rise up, and everybody else, we tried to go for the first rebound, but thank God he made it.
How are you feeling physically with the left elbow? What happened there? We saw you kind of reach for it. I think it was like when Jimmy went to the free throw line there, like 5:30 in the fourth quarter.
I felt good. My elbow's good.
You know, just this week, just a few days ago, you talked about being in a good place, you know, mentally going into this series. I'm not asking you to talk about officials, but I mean, you were probably challenged a little bit tonight with things, both with the 10-second call, some of the things, you know, some of the contact. How did you feel you handled that, and maybe the positions you were put in tonight in that way?
Who said that I was challenged? That's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
That's your opinion. So I was just trying to play basketball, try to enjoy the game. You know, there's going to be times that good things going to happen. There's going to be times bad things going to happen. And, you know, my motto is don't ask, don't expect, don't beg. Just keep playing the game. And that's what I tried to do tonight. And that's what I'm going to keep doing moving forward. You know, don't get too high, don't get too low. It was one game. And we just got to lock in, see what we did well today, see what we did not do well, and try to lock in for the second game.
Eric Dane? Were you given a warning at any point for the 10-second call? Sometimes when 10-second calls are made throughout the game, they're like, hey, speed up, go faster. Were you given a warning before they made that call?
I don't remember. Probably I did. But I don't remember that. And I'm not just going to stay in that play, and I'm not going to complain about it because that's not who I am. But if it was a 10-second call, great call. You know, like I'm going to keep doing my routine, keep trying to make my free throws. Yeah, and if it's 10 seconds, you know, it's going to be 10 seconds. Like I'm going to live there.
I guess for you, I think you were 10 for 27 from the field tonight. Didn't have the best shooting night. Just kind of what were you seeing out there? It looked like you were getting to the spots that you've been kind of getting throughout the season, but shots just didn't go in. But what were you feeling out there?
Just try to stay aggressive the whole game. And that's what I'm going to try to do the whole series, stay aggressive, miss or make, keep, you know, taking possession at a time, keep having fun, keep trying to get to my spots, keep making the right play. And as I said, there's going to be days that you're going to make shots, there's going to be days you're not going to make shots, but you got to keep shooting.
You had Jimmy for a long time tonight. Just what do you think of that challenge? I know you have the strip of him late with about 30 seconds left in regulation. He has the buzzer beater. Just kind of what you see, you know, wide variety of outcomes throughout the game.
Obviously, great player. The ball's going to be in his hand a lot. Going to make a lot of plays. Going to shoot a lot. He draws a lot of attention, and you got to be ready to go against him. But you know, I love the challenge. Last year I didn't have the chance to, you know, guard him as much. This year, you know, I'm out for the challenge, and I'm here to compete. I'm here to help my team win, and obviously a great player, and you gotta be extremely locked in against him, and that's what I'm going to try to do.
Zora Stevenson.
How is the approach different? I know a lot of times Coach Bud likes to have you in that like rover role so that you can make aggressive plays, right, defensively. How is it different for you when you're on like the marquee player and you gotta really just be focused on one person as opposed to being able to be everywhere?
Obviously, as I say, you gotta be locked in, because like the ball goes from his hand a lot, and he's looking for his teammates. There's gonna be times he's gonna come and shoot. In transition, you gotta locate him fast. You gotta see where he is. But you know, the whole year, you know, usually I'm the guy that's being more active, coming to block shots, coming back to rebound. But as I said, last year I didn't have a chance to guard him, and this year I have a chance to guard him, and I'm just going to try to, you know, lock in and, you know, accept the challenge.
And also, do you feel like a lot of those times when you're on Jimmy, you had Brooke like right behind you, do you feel his presence and know that you got backup there?
Oh yeah. That's what team defense is all about. You know when our defense crack, you know that you're going to have your teammates behind you. When they set a screen, you know Brooke is going to be there in center field. Others are going to be a switch. It's all about team defense. It's all about competing all together. And I know my teammates have my back.
How much did you feel the crowd today?
Oh, it was unbelievable. It was amazing. And obviously it was 50% capacity.